Recording.
Rolling.
Sounds rolling. This is Interview with Basayo and it's take one.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Cold, but good.
Yeah, I was just like, we're both clutching onto our mugs because it's a bit cold. But like, first and foremost, like, long-listed BAFTA. Let's just start there. Like, that is absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Really brilliant. Let's go back to the beginning and just like, you know, you're acting in this, but you also wrote Essex Girls. So when did the idea of becoming an actress or actor, when did that idea first germinate for you?
Yeah. Do you know, I can't think of exactly when it was, but I grew up in a household where we were made to believe you can literally achieve anything you want. And I remember being in school and like being in like one of the first productions that I'd been in, and it was Midsummer's Night's Dream. And I just felt like, wow, this is amazing. And I was casted as like some extra, like a tree or something. But I was just watching the girl playing Titania and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And you know, Midsummer's Night's Dream, it's all like whimsical and all fairy-like. And yeah, I just really felt like transported and like, I could actually do this. So from there, I kind of just pursued it. Getting into acting is just, there's so many hurdles to jump over, and being like a young black girl, there's not necessarily that many roles out there for you. So we were encouraged a lot to write the stories you want to see and the characters you want to play, and that's what kind of spurred me on to writing. And Essex Girls was that idea that was like, yeah, everyone's like really taken to this, let me actually make it and see what happens.
What made you write the film about Essex Girls? What was it? Was it your lived experience? Where did the initial idea sort of come from? Because it's a lived experience that you share with lots of young black girls.
It was actually me and my friends' experiences growing up in Essex that made me feel like this would be interesting for people to see, and we just don't see that. So yeah, that's what inspired the story really. So we've had screenings in London, in the Hamptons, New York so far, and it's really like interesting seeing people experience Essex from my POV, but being from New York, or you know, being a Londoner and still being able to, you know, resonate with the story. At Sundance, actually, we're actually premiering with Malia Obama's short film, so the Obamas will know about Essex too soon.
Check you out, amazing.
So yeah, it's been received really well.
Brilliant. That's so good. How has coming from Essex really affected your career as an actor and writer?
Yeah, it's been interesting. At first it was quite challenging because it felt like I didn't really fit into a box. There were times where I was told I need to be a bit more urban or a bit more this, but I'm not really that. I'm a black girl that grew up in Essex. But also it pushed me into, you know, writing and being able to tell my own stories from my own perspective, which resonates with loads of people from, you know, people that came from areas where they might be a minority or they just don't feel like their story is out there. So I'm really grateful for growing up here and for the experiences that I've had, because it, you know, it gave me a fresh perspective on things.
Inspiration from Essex, like, do you have a list?
Yes, I'm very fortunate to have like quite a few creatives in my circle. You, for example, a few of my friends, also actors, DJs. Yeah, it's just really inspiring seeing them do their thing and progress. And then looking up to people like Natalie Emmanuel, who's from Essex herself and who's gone on to do amazing things. Apart from her acting, I just love what she stands for. She uses her voice whenever she has to, and I think that's just amazing.
So what's on the horizon, if I'm allowed to ask?
Of course, yeah. So I'm writing at the moment. Essex Girls started off as a TV show in my head. Wow. So I would like to develop that, and I'm working on that at the moment, as well as writing other projects. Also auditioning and, yeah, going to Sundance, which is a massive achievement for the Essex Girls team.
I'm going to ask you about being an ambassador for Essex. You know, we're here today, we're having a lovely chat, but just thinking about, you know, the importance of being an ambassador for Essex.
Yeah, it's actually a massive honour to be an ambassador for Essex, especially as a creative myself. A lot of the time I would like travel to London for creative spaces or for support. I just thought all the opportunities that I needed were in London, but it's been a blessing making this film and having backing from Essex and, you know, just knowing that we can actually retain talent here. Like, there are opportunities here for us. There are spaces we can go to. There are other creatives as well that are doing similar things in the county. Yeah, and that's a massive blessing. So I'm really proud to be able to champion that and let people know that that's available to them too. Because I wish I knew that years ago. I would have saved a lot of money on travelling, or, you know, I would have just had more access to things that would have helped me along my career. So yeah, it's really great to be able to let people know that that's available for them too.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And just rooting for your long-listed BAFTA to become a short-listed one and winning.
Thank you.
But for everything else in the future that you do, just, yeah, like a mother.
Oh,
I am.
thanks, Elsa.
So yeah,
Appreciate
lovely
you.
to talk to you.
Thank you.
Okay.